The hardest thing to do is try to get somebody to look at their own belief systems, because the issue is that they think that they're theirs. But the truth is, nothing is really yours. Everything you just kind of picked up from elsewhere in the world. But we build this identity on it, and we think that we're the sole proprietor of our intellectual being and property, when really it's just a mishmash of a stew of everything that's around us. And then when somebody challenges that mishmash of stew that you've just absorbed from around your environments and atmospheres throughout your life, it just rips your ego to shreds. So that's why when you question somebody's beliefs or contrast their beliefs, that they can just explode and it can go really sour really fast. And that's the same time when you try to share ideas where, anything epistemological or questioning the norm, group consensus, questioning everything. That's why you always get so much blowback on that kind of stuff. Like how conspiracy theories are proven right time and time again, but there's still such a distaste and distrust for conspiracy theories, even the ones that are proven right time and time again, that people wholeheartedly come out, show research papers, people admit, yeah, they're legit, and they're still just looked at as like fringe material, and you're still kind of like in a weirdo category if you believe what's fully acknowledged and proven and evident to be 100% true. That's why I deeply value the lessons behind honing your self-importance, because really they just take you out of the equation. If you don't really have this kind of self-importance, then nothing really hurts you. You just look around and nothing's really directed at you. If you need to question your own beliefs, it's not really your fault. It's your problem, but it's not your fault. But if you have this out of control self-importance, then you can't really question anything. You can't really look within at all. Anything that contradicts your existing beliefs, or something even you just don't feel like thinking about because it's too much effort to really question much of anything, especially deep things, or especially things that matter quite a bit in your life that you've never really thought about. It's not super comfortable to grow. There's growing pains that come along with it. Love over fear is a huge step towards this inner work of unraveling who you are and really distinguishing a sort of individual belief system that's as close to your own as you can really get in this life. You got to pull information from somewhere. We are not source ultimately. We're connected to source, but we ourselves aren't an independent source. We're a part of a bigger thing, a connected source. If you're ready to take the next step towards individuation and incorporating more love-based philosophy and actually applying it to your life in reality, not just in theory, check out my free Love Over Fear embodiment course available at jwesley.ca, and it pairs just beautifully with the full book, Love Over Fear, A Foundation for Autonomy. If you don't learn anything in there and you're not inspired by anything in that book, please let me know. I guarantee you, even if you don't learn anything in Love Over Fear, A Foundation for Autonomy, you'll still find such wild value in it, because it is inspiration. You can't put a price on inspiration. This won't just be a comfortable read for you. This will be an inspiring read for you. Yeah, it's gonna actually suck at times, hopefully. If I've done my job right, you should have a little bit of like discomfort, some ego death, some struggle to really get through some of the content, and really have to come face to face with where your own beliefs came from, especially if you're integrating it through the embodiment course. You're gonna have to really lay it out there in a way that you might have not done before. And this is for somebody who's wants to take a gigantic step forward in beginning inner work and continuing inner work, or in doing some seriously advanced inner work. It's for anyone of all levels. If you're really willing to hone your self-importance and actually face something that's going to lead to a permanent shift in your consciousness and your evolution, and you aren't scared to do that, and applying the very base principle of love over fear right off the get-go, you're going to really enjoy this. And what's better is I would love to talk to you about this. And if you want to reach out, and talk to me as you go through the book, as you fill out the embodiment course. I'd be more than happy to connect with each and every one of you, because this material is so powerful and it leads to an infinite amount of different methods and theories and practical applications for the world that we live in. And if there's one book that really covers a lot of bases around quite a bit of universal concepts that do apply directly to so many things, it's Love Over Fear. So if you want to learn more about Love Over Fear, a foundation for autonomy, check out jwesley.ca. If you want to support some of the stuff that I'm doing here, make sure to hit like, comment, share. It really helps boost this material if you interact with it. Thanks for watching. Lots of love.